Is the UK estate agency model broken? Today I'm joined by Jonathan Morgan, an estate agent with 5 branches in South Wales. And before we switch the cameras on, he said he thinks the estate agency model in the UK is broken. Is it? Talk to me.
Personally, I think so. You know, the traditional estate agency method of what you deliver and how you deliver it is under a lot of pressure, and it's not financially viable in a lot of the parts of the country.
What, in terms of high street office?
Yeah. So where we are is traditionally a lower priced area, and percentage wise and fees wise, it's pretty difficult to make it work. If you run it the way that I want to run it, which is a traditional estate agency with staff that are in branch 6 days a week, town centre, that make client calls, that make vendor calls, there's a lot of staff costs there, and the model isn't susceptible because the fees are too low. Fees are too low. So yeah, it's broken. You know, something's got to change. And all that happens is service standards slip.
Okay, so I mean, the de rigueur thing at the moment is the self-employed model. Is that the solution?
Depends entirely on your mindset and how you want to be seen. So for me, you know, if I was selling a property myself, obviously I have an inside information, but I would want accountability. I would want to be able to go into an office and speak to multiple people, knowing that if I'm ringing up or I'm wanting answers, that I've got a chance of having a call picked up by someone in branch. I wouldn't want to ring up in a central call centre. I wouldn't want to reach an answer phone message for someone who's busy looking at other properties. For me, I think that having the high street branch is accountability from me to a client. And we're there, so if there's a problem, you can walk in and see us. But that's becoming increasingly difficult with costs and fees.
So what is the answer then?
Charge more fees. You know.
So the model per se is not necessary. It's more the fact is that we pull our pants down on our fees. I mean, if you look at the Sunday Times Awards, which has morphed itself into the Best Estate Agent Guide, they do a survey every year of 20,000 homeowners. The average fee in 2006 was 1.6, and each year it's been sliced off like a salami. Interestingly, purple bricks coming in 2014 made no difference.
No.
Everyone blames purple bricks. They were just the face of the low fees. And now we're at 1%. No wonder is it chicken and the egg? We've got low fees, which means we can't pay people enough. Which means the service has gone down, which means the fees have gone down.
Well, yeah, we're being forced into make a decision as to whether you have a high street office with skeleton staff because you're so far outpriced from the rest of your competition, which is where we are at the minute in my company. I drive fees, you know, charge more, deliver a better service, and push that method.
And by you upping your service, because you're big on social media, you love your drones, your video work and things like that, is that enough differentiation that you can charge more?
I believe it looks on paper like there's a reason why we charge more, but also the back end, by having better fees, means that we can have more staff, which means that we can pick up more calls, that we can reply to emails, that we don't rely on chatbots or centralised in the middle of the country call centres or mobile and answer phones. You know, we're in towns, you can come and see us, come and speak to us. And that's something that I'm very passionate about, is keeping that. And that's why I said the model's broken, because if we continue down the road that we are as an industry, it's going to disappear.
So it's not necessarily whether you're employed or self-employed, it's offering a great service for a decent fee.
Yes.
Anyone watching this, they'll say, well, what do I need to do? I want to up my service, but I can't increase my fee. Well, is it as simple as doing a video on every property and upping your game that way? Because one has to happen first, doesn't it?
Well, for us, one of the things that really has a massive impact is using review platforms and things like that. So Esther's or Google or whichever review platform you want to do, the best client and best referral you can have is somebody you've just sold a house for. That is the best one. You know, don't be ashamed to pick up the phone and ring them and say, did you have a great service with us? Yes, I know you did. Can you recommend us to any friends and family? If you're a small agent, you've got one branch or a smaller team, it's a lot easier to do that, believe it or not, than if you're a multi-branch agent, because you've got more focus, you've got a better relationship with that client. If they refer you and your fee is £100 more than anybody else or £200 more, then you'll get that business because it's a referral. I'm going to properties where I'm £1,000, £1,500 more than some of our corporate competitors, and we're getting it. They're equaling 2, 3, sometimes 4%, depending on what those fees are. we've got the data to prove it and back it up. But those people see us on socials, they see our reviews, they see our presence, they meet us. We ring in the morning to confirm the appointment. We ring after the appointment to see how it went. We ring them the next day to touch base. We send them emails. We are trying to elevate the service, but to do that, you've got to charge fees, and you shouldn't be ashamed to charge a fee for your service. If you love your job and you're proud of what you do, people should pay for that.
Can't argue with that, mate. Thanks for your time.
No problem.